Into the abyss I go. G'day there. Welcome back to the race side. We are back for another live show, delve into the deep behind the scenes of Star Wars. Have I live streamed ever? So many things I've forgotten how to do. There's so many elements to today. How we doing? It's good to see you here. A few housekeeping notes before we get started. One, I've started to change my room for the 40 billionth time. Let me know how it looks. I think I'm almost getting the lighting there. I'm almost there. Second thing, I got a new streaming light and it literally went bust within a couple of weeks. So I'm having to light myself with a freaking IKEA lamp over here. So not the greatest lighting in the world. Maybe we can make it a bit higher. Hang on. Is that too intense? Hang on. That might be better. Is that any better? I don't know. I can't tell. That's almost worse. Oh well. We'll go with that. You know what I look like. You know what I look like. Lightning coming in with the good news to start the day, saying he started a new job today, getting paid double. Oh, nice, for the same work. It's a great day to exist. Much love to all. Love right back at you, Lightning. That is awesome news. Congrats. Congrats, my friend. Very, very good. Hey, Brady. Hey, Thatcher. Kirsty, somehow still awake. DB is in here celebrating 2 years being part of the race side. You gotta love it. 2 bloody years. Flaming hot years. That's too long. I'm surprised I've even been doing this channel for 2 years, to be honest. I want to change that lighting a little bit before we get started, before we get going. But what else has been happening? We haven't had one of these flaming live shows for a long time. What's been going down? Let me do this. Might be better. I've now somehow lost the stream. Where's the stream gone? Oh, there I am. Hey, Quinlan, how you doing? Oh, DB, you classic. No, it's been a pleasure having you here for 2 years. Also, do you like the font? I changed the font today. So many random things have happened today. You got a glass of wine, Reese's peanut butter cups, and chilling out on the race side. What more could you want? Yeah, not much. Not much, hey. Johnny Q in the chat. Love me a flaming the race side live shows, you bet. You bet. Hey, Joseph, how are you? Quinlan's in the chat. Everyone's here. It's a good time. It's a good time. Why am I so dark today? What about that? I'm in the light. Okay, well, let's jump into things. We're having a bit of a throwback show today. We used to do these shows all the time, and I've been wanting to bring them back, where we sort of just delve into some behind the scenes kind of extra info about shows and such. And we're going to be doing that tonight. We are starting a series where we are going to be going back, checking out the panels and videos and content that surrounded each of the celebrations, Star Wars celebrations, that is. Because, of course, we are merely 2 and a bit months away from Star Wars Celebration. I don't even know what number it is, but Japan, we're very eager for getting the final pieces in place of organizing my own trip to it. So very, very excited. But I know a lot of you can't make it there, can't get over to Japan, but don't fear, because the content surrounding Japan, not only does StarWars.com do a freaking massive just slew of content around it, and they there's so many live shows and live panels of the celebration itself, as well. I'll be trying to cover every second I can of Celebration Japan for you, so you can have almost just as much fun at home. And so we're gonna sort of build up to that exciting time, which is Celebration this year in April, by going through and looking back into the history of celebrations, the real early ones. This is sort of, now we're not starting from the very first celebration, because this is really only the kind of content I could find at the earliest point. So we're going to be starting with Star Wars Celebration 6, and this was in Orlando, Florida in 2012. That's our starting point. And this is going to be a whole series where we're going to be going through. So sit back, like Phantom Menace Dennis said, grab a drink and a snack, and enjoy your time. We're going to have a good night. Bit much. Bit much. The font name is called Death Star, which I love. Hey, Darth Nicholas, how you doing? Wow, Master CG coming in with a $20 redos. How you doing? Wow, so nice to see you. Yeah, actually, I can kind of see what you mean. The text is very bold, isn't it? Jeez, that's hard to read. Let me change the text before I go crazy. Let's go back to our normal. Let's go back to Gotham. There we go. So nice to see you in a stream like this. Can't wait till the next one. Traveling for work this week. Tulip is at the parents, and I'm in a hotel. Look forward to the next master meeting. Stay classy. Well, thank you so much for the massive $20 redo, CG. Much love to you, brother. And yes, safe travels. I'm glad to hear Tulip's okay. Good to hear it. Good to hear it. I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by anyway. Probably not as much as I should be, but Tilly has a Duolingo of Japanese, so she's practicing. Hey, Pop the Benticle coming in from Orlando. Good timing that you're coming in from Orlando, because I know you're out there. It's because that's where we're going tonight. This is that is where we're starting with talking about Star Wars celebrations. Yeah, Kirsty's back there. Kirsty's back there somewhere. I don't know if she's still awake. We'll find out. So let's talk about it. Star Wars Celebration 2012. Cast your mind back to a shockingly 13 years ago. I don't know how that's 13 years yet. Where it was 2012. Let me tell you what was going on in 2012 for Star Wars. We had I believe it was season 5 of the Clone Wars premiering at this celebration. We had George was about to sign off on the contract to sell the Star Wars. It was still roughly within a decade of the prequels being out. You know, it was 10 years since Attack of the Clones, and only about 8 years since Revenge. There's a lot going on, but Clone Wars was the big thing. That's what was going down. You're still back there. She's still back there. So this is what I found, and this is can be found on the Star Wars YouTube channel. So this is from Celebration 6 Introduction Day 1. Now I kind of skimmed. You can see I've skimmed through a couple of the videos, but I haven't watched most of them. And this is an interesting sort of step by step because, and they're only very, very short clips. Most of them is from an Ashley Eckstein POV. And of course, every Star Wars fan ever adores Ashley Eckstein. She's such a wonderful being. And she really takes us through like a lot of the things of like what Celebration was like and what was there and what was doing. So we're not necessarily sitting through whole panels, but we're kind of just going to watch through all these little clips and experiences of what was happening at this celebration in 2012. Crazy, crazy, crazy. They didn't know how good they were about to have it with Clone Wars. Yeah, and season 5 was a crazy one. That was a big season. Big, big season. Hey, JS, how you doing? Sorry I haven't made it to a lot of streams lately. That's okay. College has been making me busy as heck. This whole class is full of essays. Oh, it'll get you. That'll get you. But best of luck. No worries at all. Glad you're doing well. I believe the last celebration held in Orlando was 2016 or 17. That's true. That's true. Well, this one was even before that. 2012, Florida. There you go. Wish they would do something in Boston. Where's Boston in terms of Chicago? Is that close together? I don't know if they'll do something in Boston, but is Chicago close? I don't know. But let's take a look. I don't know how much we're gonna be struck with copyright. Well, I'm kind of scared now with my demonetization scare. But I'm worried about how much Star Wars music will be in these videos, but we'll get through it. I might skip the first little bit because I know this is like they're all really short clips. So let me know about the volume and everything. We'll jump right into it. Is this the best? Up, where'd it go? Up. Yeah, let's do it like this. I think this is good. This is good. Let's take a look.
Descent into Paradise, August 23rd, 2012. Thousands upon thousands have arrived in the peaceful city of Orlando, Florida. Once home to oranges and gators, It's now crawling with Wookiees and droids, Imperial troops and rebel forces, even a Rancor. This once serene town is transformed into the beating heart of the Star Wars universe.
Okay, so that was like the little ad for it. And I love it because they got freaking oh dude, what's his name? I'm blanking his name. But the voice of Yularen in the Clone Wars to do like the intro for it.
August 23rd, 2012.
What's his name? I'm forgetting his name. Someone correct me in the chat. But they got him to do the voice of it, which I love. How do we go to the next video? Does it just play next?
Hey there, I'm Ashley Eckstein.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Tom Kane. Thank you. Thank you, Tom Kane. Thank you. Appreciate it, chat. Appreciate it, chat. So it's 2012, August 2012, Orlando. Let's go. Ashley, I think, is hosting most of this. Let's get into it. Is that a Mara Jade shirt she's wearing?
Voice of Ahsoka Tano from Star Wars: The Clone Wars, and I am here at Star Wars Celebration 6 in Orlando, Florida, and I am so excited. I'm actually here standing in the Millennium
She's so
Falcon.
excitable.
Seriously, this is so cool. And this is what happens at the largest Star Wars party on this side of the galaxy. This is what I love about Star Wars Celebration, because it brings Star Wars to life.
That's true. That's true. Actually, she's so good. Yeah, it is incredibly sad. Was it a stroke? I think it was a stroke. It was incredibly sad, but still a legend. Nevertheless, yeah. I was like, is that a Mara Jade shirt? That's so interesting. Mara Jade fan. You got it. Man, 10 out of 10 quality.
13 years ago, a great disturbance was felt in the Force, as if thousands of souls were crying out, "Enjoy." The first Star Wars convention since 1987 was launched in Denver, Colorado, birthplace of the fan club, and the gathering was aptly named Celebration. Hey there, I'm here with Steve Sansweet, former
Steve
head of...
Sansweet. What a legend. I should get him on the show. Rancho Obi-Wan. Yeah, it's pre-everything. It's pre-everything Disney, which is crazy to just see like this moment in time. This is right before the sale to Disney. So it's crazy. Crazy.
and relations for Lucasfilm, author, and now you run a non-for-profit organization, Rancho Obi-Wan.
Rancho Obi-Wan, yep.
Wait. Hold up. Does that 3PO have some bazookas on him?
Obi-Wan, yeah.
What is that? What am I seeing? What is that? What is that? What? I can't. Dude, what is that? Is that not 3PO with some chimichangas on there? Dude, we're like 5 seconds into watching these videos and there's something already insanely bizarre. Yeah, wow. What on earth? Got some milkers. Yee. Wow. Oh, brother. Why? Why is this a thing? Why is this like the first shot? They're like, hey, we want to encompass everything wonderful about the Star Wars fandom and Star Wars fanfare and movies. Let's show them as soon as possible this chested up 3PO. What on earth are we watching? Am I gonna get striked for like pornographic material? What is this? Oh, Kirsty, that's good. That is good. That is good. Wow, that was quick. Anyway, write it down. I'm gonna write down today the weird shit that I already telling from this first 5 seconds. The weird stuff we are going to find in this show. Give me a pen. Oh, dude. Dude, it's not my imagination. It's right there. Oh. So good. I got to write this down. First insane thing. That's the first thing we got. Insane. All right, let's keep it rolling. Thank you for the $2 reduce. Oh, crazy.
You were at the first celebration, right?
I was not only there, I helped come up with the idea for it. So that was back in 1998. And it was about 9 months before episode 1 was coming out. And my boss at the time, Jim Ward, who was head of marketing, said, we need to have some fan fests. And I immediately called Dan Madsen, who was head of the fan club and still a good friend. And I said, and Dan said, we've been talking about doing something like that ourselves. So we put our heads together and one thing led to another. And 9 months later, we gave birth to Celebration.
Wow. Okay, now I'm going to put you on the spot here. I'm going to go through all the celebrations, and I want you to tell me your favorite moment from each. Can you do that?
Well, we'll try.
Okay. Celebration.
I love this guy. I want him on the show. Well, we'll try. That's so good. Okay. So good. This is already fantastic. This is my best idea of the year. Hold up. Is that a Stormtrooper golf bag back there? This is unreal. We are finding such gems. Stormtrooper golf bag. That actually looks so cool. Insane.
To one.
Celebration 1 was just the enthusiasm of the crowd and seeing actually Anthony Daniels
Chris,
going out in the pouring rain and the people were waiting in line to get in. The fire marshals were giving us all kinds of problems. And Anthony went out there and just sort of shook hands with the fans and made them happy and probably got a little spot of rain or two in his gold lame jacket.
Celebration 2.
Celebration 2, I think my favorite moment was when I started it and said, I guarantee you that we're not going to get any rain in here unless I hold up a lighter to the sprinkler system.
You're so right, Butch.
You know what happened? We were in Indianapolis, and it was at the end of April. We got snow.
Oh, my gosh.
And so with the people waiting in line in the snow.
Celebration 3.
Celebration 3 was Indianapolis. Oh, yeah, well, I don't know that this is my favorite moment, but my most memorable moment was the 7-hour lines to get into Celebration
probably
store to buy the exclusive action figure.
Thank you so much for
Celebration
even
4 in
being
Los
here for 2 minutes.
Angeles
Appreciate
was a much better
Thank you so much
run.
for the $5
It was huge because the LA Convention Center is so big. It was so big that people didn't even know where the Celebration store was. It was
Oh
like
my
in a
gosh.
totally different hall. Celebration 5, of course, was George coming back and being with Jon Stewart. And that was
The
really
main
a
event?
highlight for everybody. That was a very exciting, very funny kind of show.
That was awesome. Here we are in Orlando, Florida, as Celebration 6 kicks off and earns its place in the history books and the hearts of fans all over the world.
Iconic. Wow. Okay. So let's just keep rolling it on. It's just a bit of Rancho Obi-Wan lore. Good
Hey,
stuff.
Chris, I'm here on the show floor at Star Wars
Who's
Celebration.
Chris? Wait. Oh, is he Chris? Did he say, hey, it's Chris?
Chris, I'm here on the show floor at Star. Hey, Chris, I'm here on the
No, he just said he's calling us Chris. We are now collectively called Chris now.
show floor at Star Wars Celebration 6, where it's a shopping frenzy. I'm going nuts myself looking around. There's every possible thing. There's classic action figures, classic toys, t-shirts, merch, everything you could possibly want.
Oh, look
Let's
at the
see if you can
kid.
Keep up. I have one question
Yeah.
about this Boba Fett. Is it rocket firing? Ooh. I
So
can see
good.
myself wearing this.
Oh man, all this Star Wars music is gonna get this live stream so pinged, but oh well. But yeah, this is one of the best things about Celebration is the merch. Like apart from like all the panels and shit you can go to, like the absolute amount of stuff you can buy is so cool.
Hey, no, look, you don't need, look, you can get another lightsaber. Great. Ah!
Oh my
Shopping
word!
is tiring, even when it's for stuff that you love. I need a shower.
Wait, who is this guy? I need a shower? Why was that necessary?
I need a shower.
I'm gonna write that down.
Back to you, Chris.
Crazy. Yeah, there you go. Insane.
Our next guest,
Right.
it's a huge honor to have him here, a legend in the Star Wars universe. He's been in several Star Wars films, most notably as Wicket, but also in the films Leprechaun and Willow. I am hugely honored. Ladies and gentlemen, Warwick Davis.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello there.
Nice to see you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Warwick Davis, Star Wars Celebration number 6.
Here we are.
It's hard to believe if I recall, you went to the first celebration in Denver.
I did go. I remember actually the thing that stands out the most is the rain.
Yeah.
And the tent where we used to do the kind of the guest talks was flooded.
Yeah.
So you would walk backstage through puddles with cables in them.
Yeah.
You know, and so you could, almost be electrocuted.
Electrocuted, but the fans appreciate that you would almost be electrocuted.
Yeah, but that was the very beginning. Very few guests, and not that many attendees. But the event has grown and grown and become a huge, big mammoth.
The monstrosity, the Death Star.
Hopefully, Dave.
If you will.
Hopefully.
The Death Star, yes.
It's actually the nice thing about this year is that you've got
Yeah,
you
what
get
the hell
to come
talking
indoors, which is good. Which is good. No more
But it's
tents.
freezing in here.
It is cold. Well, it's Florida, so it's like 90 outside and humid, and then ice cold inside.
-6.
Yeah, a little -6.
Yeah.
It's, if I could make a comparison, Tatooine out of doors, Hoth indoors.
Very good, that.
Thank you very
Very
much.
clever. Now
Thank
I know
you.
why you're doing this job.
Then you're doing
I
exactly
was
right.
wondering, but now
You
I
know,
know.
I read something online, and I was trying to find it, but I can't find any trace of it. Is that was a short documentary that you did called Return to Ewok.
Return of the Ewok.
Return of the Ewok.
Yes.
Oh, is that it? Okay. All right. That's plenty of that then. We didn't even get to the conversation, dude. Well, actually, speaking of, it does say we could go to. I wonder, actually, let me just check StarWars.com. Maybe this has better. All the videos. I should have checked this beforehand, but maybe we should listen to it suffice because this is just on YouTube.
Friday, the 24th of August, Orlando, Florida. Despite Tatooine-like temperatures, stalwart younglings and elders continue to enjoy the pandemonium of Star Wars Celebration 6. Living legends have been spotted amidst the throngs of attendees. Jedi and Sith have come together to purchase the rarest collectibles, thrill to exclusive screenings and marathons, and play with astonishing toys. The alluring Ashley Eckstein has successfully navigated crowds to brave the red carpet premiere of the 5th season of the Clone Wars.
All right, next one.
Chris Gore here at Star Wars Celebration, where there's a droid invasion, but this is actually a welcome one. Have you ever wanted your own R2 unit? You can have one if you're part of the R2 Builders Group.
And I found a bunch of people on the internet who wanted.
Tell me about.
Oh God, it's an Aussie.
What motivated you to found this group?
Well, who doesn't love R2D2? And I always want.
Oh man, we gotta find this guy. What's his name?
R2
Dave Everett. Oh my word.
Builders Club. Tell me about the group. What motivated you to found this group?
Well, who doesn't love R2D2? And I always wanted to build one. And I found a bunch of people on the internet who wanted to do the same thing. So we just got together, and that's how we came about with these plans.
But you can't actually buy an R2 unit. The only way to actually have one is to make it yourself.
That's exactly right. We're very strict on that too. George Lucas created the character, and we want to pay tribute to that by not turning it into a commercial operation.
I understand that at Celebration 5, actually George Lucas came in and got a little tour of all the droids here. It must have been really gratifying to see him, the creator himself, come and actually get a tour.
Yeah, it was. It's amazing how excited he was by the number of robots, by the quality of them. He was just blown away, and his family as well.
At least that was good.
I'm here with Bob Ross, who's part of the R2 Builders Group, who has built one of the more sophisticated R2 units. What can you
Bob Ross? That's not Bob Ross.
tell us about this unit? What does it do that other R2 units here can't do?
Well, what it does, Chris, is it can go from the 3-leg position, which it is in now, to 2 legs, and then back again. It can also tilt forwards and tilt backwards. A lot of the panels on the dome work.
If you were out in like a sports car, and that kind of attracts people, a hot sports car, a hot R2-D2 unit, that definitely attracts
What a
everyone.
what a sentence. A hot R2D2 unit. What a sentence. What a thing to say.
He's a chick magnet. Anytime you go anywhere, I'll tell you, the girls get around him. You don't see when the Princess Leia's coming here. That's awesome.
Dude, Bob Ross is wildin'. Dude, the dude's like 70. He's like, the chicks come running for these R2s. All right, next thing. Fake Bob Ross pulls chicks with R2. What is going on? That's true. That's true. Oh, man. Man, oh, man, oh, man. Mr. Quantum, you were at this celebration? Celebration Orlando 2012? You were there. Oh, my goodness. Tell us about it. Tell us about it.
William, you actually built an R2-D2 stroller.
Yes, I did. I just wanted something. I had some extra
Child
parts,
just
and
in
my
it.
daughter was really about 2 years old, and I was thinking, what could I do to incorporate Star Wars and get her involved in it? And so I decided to build a stroller costume.
Can you tell us why you love R2-D2?
Because he drives around.
And he drives you around. Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
Here at Star Wars
Wow.
Celebration, I've learned that I
I don't know why that was weird, but that felt weird. But you know what? She's got a point. He drives around. That makes him cool. I agree. He drives around.
love droids. B, I definitely love R2-D2. And C, I'm going to need a lot of free time if I'm going to build an R2-D2 of my own. What colors do I go with? What should my name designation for my R2 unit be? I got to really think about this.
Wow, this guy's really thinking about life, eh? 5-star parenting. We're learning so much.
Thanks, Chris. I didn't come all the way to Orlando just to look at stuff and take pretty pictures. I came to become an actual Jedi. So I've got my Jedi Master here with me, Jedi Jim.
Jedi Jim!
What I gotta do.
First, you have to activate your lights.
Jedi Jim. Make it canon. Make it canon. Jedi Jim. That is the best name in the world. Tell us, Jedi Jim. What do we do, Jedi Jim? I know, right? So many wild things are happening. Jedi Jimmy! Oh, let's go. What's going down? Let's go. Let's learn.
Saber.
Activate lightsaber.
Move that gold lever and then flick of the wrist.
Woo! I have
Good.
that one.
Now, you want to
Alright.
take the teeth out of the snake.
Yeah?
Cut my left shoulder.
All right.
Good.
Oh, what is
Thwarted your attack.
You did
Go for the other side. Very nice. Now go for this leg. Good. Now I'm going to swing over your head.
Okay.
You better duck.
All right.
And duck.
Ah!
Good. Good timing. Go
All
for the
right.
same leg. Go for the other leg. Now, go for my head.
Okay.
Don't hit me. Yes.
I want to know how you guys don't make the
Wow.
lightsaber noises while you do this. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Right?
Lots of practice.
Back to you, Chris.
Wow. So much just happened. Jedi Jim. Hang on, let me change that. Oh. Is that a bit better? That might be a bit better. So much has happened. So much. Make Jedi Jim canon. Oh, Master Quinn. Okay, we're getting some info here. Master Quantum 77. I was at this celebration. I got an autograph from Mark Hamill. I was upset because he seemed to be ignoring me after I waited forever for him to come back from lunch. What do you mean ignoring you? Oh. Turned out Mike was at lunch with George being told about the sale to Disney and his mind was melted. Whoa. That's actually pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. You still got that autograph? What did you get autographed? Was it like a photo or a toy or something? A figure? That's pretty crazy because, yeah, it was right at this time. We're in 2012. We're right in amongst it. But there you go. Good insight.
Right outside the As You Wish project booth. We're about to go in and check out some awesome custom-made helmets that are all being auctioned off to benefit the Make-A-Wish Foundation. So let's go check them out.
Oh, that's cool.
Hey guys, I'm here with artist Joe Hogan. And Joe, you designed this awesome helmet.
Thank you.
Tell us what
It's
inspired
not how you spell artist.
Well,
Is
I've
that
been
just
a
me?
comic book fan for my entire life, almost as long as I've been a fan of Star Wars. And yeah, just the contours of the helmet just really made for a fun outlet for a comic book panel. So once the idea came into my head, I just ran with it.
Now, is this all original art or was this based off of a favorite comic?
That's crazy.
It actually
That's
goes
crazy,
around
man.
and tells the story of the entire Star Wars saga.
That's awesome. So are these your favorite moments from the Star Wars saga?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
To me, Star Wars is a story of hope. And Lucasfilm is constantly using the Star
Is
Wars
that a mannequin
brand
or an actual person?
for good. And another example of that is Course of the Force. I got to co-host Course of the Force this past year with Chris Hardwick, and it was a lightsaber relay from Santa Monica, California, all the way down to San Diego Comic-Con, nerd to nerd, passing the
That's cool.
lightsaber instead of the torch. All of the money, all of the proceeds go to benefit Make-A-Wish.
She's so great.
And it couldn't be a cooler project, so check it out.
I'm going to mute it because of the music. Man, there's so many things happening for Star Wars.
Hey, I'm here with Art Andrews, creator of the dentedhelmet.com. And Art, you're responsible for this As You Wish.
Dude, he's an artist and his name's Art. Perfect. Perfection. Come on, that's amazing.
Booth. Tell us what inspired this.
This was inspired
I was
by
just
the
thinking
PK
that. I was
project
just
from
thinking that, Jason.
2010 at Star Wars Celebration 5. They had 50 Stormtrooper helmets that they sold for Make-A-Wish, made a lot of money for them. We were so inspired by that we wanted to do this. Our company is all about Boba Fett, so it just naturally flowed to have ours have Boba Fett helmets.
There's something special about this helmet right around the corner. It may look pretty similar to Boba Fett, but there's a story behind it.
There definitely is. This helmet was painted by Joe Johnston, and Joe Johnston created the original Boba Fett.
Oh my
Painted the
gosh.
original Boba Fett. He's gone on to be the director of Captain America, The Rocketeer, and we actually got him in between shooting films to paint another helmet for us, the first one he's done in 34 years.
So there you have it. Run over to ebay.com and snag yourself an awesome custom designed helmet. And this is just another example of Star
Wow.
Wars doing good and making a difference. May
There
the
you
force
go.
be with you.
That's cool. Yeah, I always love hearing stories like that, where it's always kind of intertwined with charity and what they do there. So cool. Gotta get that Star Wars music. Gotta get that copyright.
Saturday, August 25th. The place is Orlando. The third day of Celebration 6 comes to a close. Droids have been raced, autographs have been signed, costumes have been worn, and now the denizens of Star Wars Celebration drift off into the night. Some head to their homes, some to their bunks, some to the cantina for libations with friends. Fresh reports pour in, hinting that more has been heard about a new project, that Princess Leia has entertained
Oh my
fans,
God.
and that the Maker himself has been spotted amongst the people.
Yeah,
the
wow.
transmission is about to
That is insane. I forgot Carrie went to a bunch of celebrations. Hey.
start.
Insane. We'll try and find some footage of that after this, actually.
Hi, I'm David Collins, and we're here at the Season 5 premiere of Star Wars The Clone Wars at Celebration 6 in Orlando. I'm here with Matt Lanner, the voice of Anakin Skywalker. Matt, how you doing?
I'm well, man, and I'm better now. Look at all these people. It's fantastic.
Amazing turnout.
It just solidifies it even more that this is Star Wars, not just a cartoon, you know?
So cool.
I am here with Ashley Eckstein, who is, of course, the voice of Ahsoka Tano. How are you, Ashley?
I'm great. It's so exciting. I mean, this is the coolest event ever. I can't think of a more supportive and fun environment for Star Wars fans.
He really doesn't.
I'm here with the Tom Kane, the voice of Yoda, of course, the narrator of the entire show. How are you doing, Tom?
Very well. Having a great time. I'm having it.
All right. The Captain Tarkin standing right here.
He was then. Love the guy. I've met him. He's so cool.
Tune in to the season opener because I believe it's going to be a blast.
The man of a million voices, D. Bradley Baker, the voice of the Clone Troopers in Star Wars: The Clone Wars. How you doing, D?
I'm doing great. This is heaven.
The Boba Fett, right here, Daniel Logan. Check out what you're wearing, Daniel.
Well, I mean, Jeremy Bullock made the outfit look so good that I figured I could get a couple of Boba Fettishes out of this. You know,
so good.
You are, of course, Darth Maul in not only season 4, but now season 5.
I've heard this.
They
It's a
do.
rumor, but
I've heard this too.
They do have behind the scenes. We did a whole series, not even last year, but the year before, on the channel where we went through and watched each behind the scenes for each season. So I mean, if you want to watch it, go onto my channel and it's there. But I think it's actually on their YouTube channel as well. I think it's on StarWars.com. But each season have like BTS of like, I don't know if it was each episode, but it was like each arc and each like character points too. But there's very good, very, very good BTS about it. Definitely check it out.
Is this true?
It might be. Let's watch and find out.
We are just moments away from walking into the digital stage for the season 5 premiere of Star Wars: The Clone Wars. We're here on the red carpet. We had a great time talking to the cast and crew of The Clone Wars. We're just about to head inside. We'll see you in there.
Wow. So cool. So cool. I know, there's so many great
Allison
guys.
Hayslip here, and I think it's safe to say that Star Wars has left its mark on all of us. But for some people who visit Star Wars Celebration, it leaves its mark permanently.
Oh, yes. Okay, I super want to do this. I know they're not doing this for Celebration Japan because there's something about tattoos in Japan, like culturally not a thing. But I super want to do this the next celebration after Japan. I absolutely want to go get a tattoo. I want that to be my first tattoo to be like done at Celebration, like live stream it.
I'm here with Mark Draven of Ink Fusion Tattoo Festival, which is what is going on behind us right now. This incredible, 36 booth tattoo extravaganza.
We've been doing this Ink Fusion tattoo program for about a decade now. Started out with basically me pedaling with a small little 10x10 originally, and then as the years went on, we kind of built up to where a little bit more, and then it finally got to the program where, okay, now it's time for me to coin the idea more or less to where instead of worrying about who's competing with you, invite them and make more of a stable, sanctioned, licensed, Board of Health approved, inspected and everything program to where instead of it, hearing over, he's stealing my idea, he's stealing my idea. Okay, it's all our ideas.
Well, it must help too when you have one subject base. I mean, you guys are all doing Star Wars tattoos.
What it is a lot of the fans who would normally like the idea of getting a Star Wars tattoo, but they're afraid to walk into a studio because it's the unfamiliar. We're bringing it to their playing ground. This is their field, so we're bringing a game to them, and everybody's digging it.
That's a good question. What should I get? What size tattoo should I get? I kind of want, I don't know, but I feel like I could kind of rock a sleeve. I like a half one, like something on the shoulder. So I think I would love some sort of art with like Clone Wars art, like with like Ahsoka and then like Clone Wars Anakin, Clone Wars Kenobi. I would kind of dig that, to be honest. Do you? Yeah. Do you? A lot of people like in person have asked me like, oh, do you have any tattoos? And they're always shocked that I don't. Apparently I seem like someone that would have tattoos. So I kind of love that. Who's ringing me? Not now. Not now. Let's continue.
Shane, what is it about Star Wars tattoos? I mean, there is an entire section of tattoo artists just to make Star Wars tattoos.
You know, it's amazing the crossover between geek culture and tattoo culture, and Star Wars is so full of like rich, vivid imagery that it's perfect for tattooing. You know, whether it's like the characters or like space scenes or planets or whatever, it's just so right.
Yeah, wow, there you go. You seem like a tattoo person.
So come on down and show your love for Star Wars by getting some permanent ink. Me? I'm gonna go for something a little less permanent. Can you make me an Ewok?
That's good. That's cool. That's what I thought. And it, like, especially like not a full arm one, but just kind of like it almost like starts on the collarbone area.
Hey,
like this area.
this is Chris Hardwick for Transmission
goes down here.
StarWars.com. Maybe you recognize this gentleman. Hello, George Lucas.
Crazy. We're about to delve into a George conversation. Before we do, grab a snack, grab a drink. I'm going to run to the bathroom and we're going to continue this George chat in a second. Boom. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Getting more snacks, you betcha. Do it. My own sigil. That's hilarious. Yeah. It was right before it. Right before it. Seconds before it. Combo of Star Wars and Thundercats. Wow. Nice. Getting a Vice Admiral Holdo tattoo on my bicep. That is such a niche character, but freaking amazing. Can you send me a photo of that? That would be so cool. Let us know when you get it done. Numa, how you doing? Good to see you in the chat. All right, let's get into this George interview. I don't know if I've ever seen this. It's only a couple minutes. Let's see what he's got to say.
Hi, how are you doing? I am well. Thank you so much. Welcome to Celebration.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
You thought of everything here.
I didn't think of anything here. I come here and enjoy it just like everybody else does. I get to see some of the merchandise that I never get to see.
Yeah. So you actually are surprised by some of the stuff that you see here?
Yeah. And of course, all the fan stuff is always a surprise. They build these amazing, dioramas and these amazing, they got a full-scale Jabba the Hutt. Yeah. Now there's two of them actually. And, they got scenes from Empire Strikes Back and from the various movies that they built full scale. It's amazing.
Yeah. Did you see the Rancor monster?
Yeah.
Did you get a picture in the hand?
I did. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Where's that photo?
I mean, it must be pretty exciting because obviously this was in your head and then you made it. And then would you like to see how people translate that a million different ways and go, oh, that's such a great idea?
Oh, yeah. I always like to, it took us 2.5 it took us 2.5 movies, but 7 years to get R2 to walk in a straight line.
Oh, wow.
So that, or even walk at all.
Yeah.
And, or roll, I should say. And you come here and they're having R2 races, and there's like,
That's so cool.
They're all over the place, and they have all these specialized skills,
Mm-hmm.
and it's really amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. Did you see like the army of R2 units that they have? Like they kind of walk through the hall at one time.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I say most of them in the movies are pulled on strings.
I think one of the reasons why the entire franchise resonates with people so much is not just because it's a cool sci-fi movie, but there's really like an underlying philosophy to it. What would you say that is?
Fan fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everybody has a great time here, and I think the fans always have a lot of enthusiasm, which sort of is very contagious.
Yeah, it really is. But someone was asking me yesterday, like, what do you think it is about Star Wars? And I think, well, it's just a classic. It's a good versus evil fairy tale that it just is the core of who we are as human beings.
Right. It's what we as a society believe is good and bad.
Yeah. But also shiny and in space.
Yeah.
That's so cool. It's so amazing to hear George speak about, different things at Celebration and like how much he enjoyed it. That is so cool. That is so cool. Yeah, what a mood. Love George. Yeah, he's got some good cowboy boots on there, didn't he? Let's take a look at that again. Look at those boots, man. Look at that heel. He's wearing decent heels on those bad boys. So crazy. That is true. That is kind of insane. Kind of crazy. That's so good, Numa. Well, I hope you're doing well. Absolutely fantastic. So good. So good. Oh, imagine. Yeah, I'd watch that. I'd watch that.
Movies are pulled on.
But what a guy. So cool. So wonderful.
This summer, join the party.
The biggest Star Wars party.
This is just a trailer for it. We know what it is.
.com.
Big day. What does big day mean?
Let's get some sleep, R2. You've got a big day tomorrow.
I feel like I remember this ad.
This summer, get ready. Get dressed.
Oh, it's like another trailer thing.
Star Wars celebrations.
This is so funny. Hang on. This is what are all these? Oh, these are like the ads for it. This is really cool. I want to look at some more specific things though.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Good. All right. Okay. Hey, James Arnold Taylor here, the voice of Obi-Wan Kenobi on Star Wars: The Clone Wars, but I'm also the host of the main stage at Star Wars Celebration 6, which is coming up August 23rd through the 26th at the Orange County Convention Center in Orlando, Florida. This is an event you do not want to miss. The main stage alone has got so many cool things going on, and this is my little video blog trying to encourage you to get your tickets if you haven't already. But if you have, to get excited about what's going to be happening on the main stage, I'm going to get to interview some really cool Star Wars celebrities. We've got Carrie Fisher, Mark Hamill, Ian McDiarmid, right? The Emperor Palpatine himself. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that he is the Emperor and Palpatine. Anyways, we've also got Warwick Davis, who's just amazing and fun. We've got some of the...
Oh, my bad.
200 different voices. Talk about my life as a voice actor, being the voice of Obi-Wan Kenobi, Master Plo Koon, Yabba Dabba Doo, Fred Flintstone, Leonardo the Ninja Turtle, Ratchet from Ratchet and Clank, and Johnny Test, who's totally awesome. So it's a lot of fun, and you don't want to miss that. But you also don't want to miss Anthony Daniels talking about things, his life and career as a performer in the world of Star Wars. That's going to be happening on the main stage. We've got Kevin Smith doing a one-man show. That's going to be something on the main stage you don't want to miss.
Wow. He's a fast talk, man.
It's such a great...
Okay. What's this? This is about Celebration 6.
It's such a great thing, Celebration. I can't describe. You're in this entire convention, and it's huge. But everybody there is there for the same thing. Everybody's there for Star Wars, and everybody knows they're there for Star Wars. And you see incredible costumes. You meet people really fantastic. They come from all over the world. So it really connects you to the global community that is Star Wars, and there's kids and families. I had always wanted to go. I mean, I was working on a show called Mission Hill at Film Roman when one of the directors came back from the first one. And I was just like, oh man, I wish I could go to those things. The second one which was in Indianapolis. I heard was great. I couldn't go to any of those. Couldn't go to the third one. I was so busy working. You just always see the pictures from it. Everybody's having such a great time, and everyone's dressed up in these costumes. You're like, man. And all my friends are like, "You're such a big Star Wars fan. I can't believe you don't go to these things." So finally, through whatever,
Oh my gosh, young
providence,
Hayden.
I started working for Lucasfilm on this show, and Celebration 4 was in LA. So there was no way, there was no excuse that I was not going to go to that. I always remember Celebration for that. It was the kind of a coming out party for Clone Wars, where people got a first taste at what we were going to be doing, and everyone was great. Made a lot of friends there that I still know to this day, and I see them at every convention. We had an even better time at Celebration 5 to reveal some big things. I mean, George thinks of the fans. He knows they get excited about this. He wants them to be excited. So I'm just dead set on making Celebration 6 even bigger for Clone Wars. I can't wait. I can't wait to go, and I can't wait to be sharing all the new stuff with the fans.
So cool. So cool. Yeah. The interesting thing is that Clone Wars always kind of came out around the Celebration times, like he was mentioning there. And like what we said, season 5 premiered at Celebration 6. Oh, to be in that room, insane. Crazy, crazy, crazy. What's next? What else do we want to see?
Oh, hi. Hey guys, I'm Ashley Eckstein here, and this is my video diary cam. So for StarWars.com, for the Star Wars
man, that's
blog,
crazy,
I'm
eh?
going to be bringing you a video diary each day, and at the end, we'll put it all together so you can see my footage from the entire event. But I thought, instead of writing a blog, I thought I would just bring you with me throughout the whole time. So I don't know what you're going to see. You're going to see craziness. You're going to see me early in the morning. You're going to see me running around like a chicken with my head cut off. You're going to see me just chatting with R2 because that's what we do here at Star Wars Celebration. But I'll bring you anything and everything. I'll bring you behind the scenes, introduce you to some of the actors, and just show you what goes on here at Star Wars Celebration. So hold on tight, and here's where the fun begins. So Kristen. Yes.
Oh, they're so
You're working
young.
the booth at Star Wars Celebration. But I think we need to give you a little Star Wars 101. I definitely need that. And we have, there on the walkie, we have the amazing Mary Franklin, who is legendary in the Star Wars world.
That's right.
But we also have James Arnold Taylor here helping us, who...
Nothing. I got nothing. Like, I don't know, David Spade, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, and you
It's even
are...
more ones.
Okay, yeah. Oh, wait a second. Michael J. Fox, maybe. Huh? No, nothing.
So many characters in this, man.
What is
it's
happening?
amazing.
What is going on?
And quick plug for your show.
So now I have a show in the main stage. You know the main stage there, the Chapin Theater?
Yes.
So I'm doing a show called Talking to Myself. And in that, I talk about being the voice of Obi-Wan Kenobi and Master Plo Koon on the Clone Wars. There's a character. But about 200 different other voices in it. And,
She
you know, you
is
guess I'm
the
voice of
headband.
Franklin.
Hey, it's so 2000.
No, you wouldn't have guessed that. Has nothing to do with Star Wars, but still, it's a good plug for me.
Kristen, who's Fred Flintstone?
Do you know who Fred Flintstone
Yeah, he
is?
lives in Bedrock.
She's so like no idea what's going on. This poor girl.
Yeah, but that's me. You ever see the little strawberry mini wheat, the little mini wheat cereal?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, see, you know that. See, that's me.
He's mini wheat.
That's more impressive to you than me being Obi-Wan Kenobi, isn't it?
Yeah.
See?
Oh,
Nah,
jeez,
come on.
man.
All right, so Chewbacca is a Wookiee, close. Wookiee.
You got it.
We'll give you that.
Okay.
And stormtroopers, good guys or bad guys?
They're bad.
Okay, Boba Fett, good guy or bad guy?
Who is that?
Boba Fett.
Oh, I said
Why are they quizzing this poor girl that clearly doesn't know anything?
I'm gonna go with good.
No, he's a bounty hunter. He's
Bad
not really
guy.
that great. Han Solo.
He's
Han Solo.
good but bad, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
And where, Kristen, where do we know Han Solo from?
Our cards.
Ah.
All access
Okay,
cards.
now these are the Celebration
So weird.
6 access badges, but for our purposes right now, we're calling them flashcards. Ashley,
Yes.
take it away.
So we already have Han Solo. Who is this?
He's just a suave looking man in a purple suit and a cape.
That was that. I couldn't handle any more of that. I could not handle any more of that. Whew.
Camp for celebration, so you are aware. But what we're doing for the Star Wars vlog is I'm just bringing my video diary cam to the whole event to show the fans what
you're real and what they're missing by not being
what they're
here.
missing.
And
Paper creations.
You know Miss Actor, don't you?
Hello. And R2, say hello to the video diary cam.
R2's being a little sulky today. I think he's trying to hang out.
R2's being a little sulky today. I think he's got a hangover. That is such a great line.
You're not wearing wardrobe, are you?
R2, I made a shirt just for you, and you're not wearing it.
Neither is he wearing an all-part Spanish. You don't have one, do you? Right. I'm going to go to work, but I will. Do you have a
What is this? Is this an official video? Like, what is this?
Thanks.
Unreal. So good.
So I'm just walking through the autograph floor, and who do I run into but Mr. Daniel Logan?
Ashley's biggest stalker.
No.
I was actually following her around the convention
What a creepy ass thing to say.
for the last hour, but she didn't recognize
Vader.
until she turned around.
Wait, Vader just photobombed our video diary. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
So Daniel, have you been having fun?
I had a lot of fun. I did earlier a stage Q&A with Jeremy Bullock and Vicky Beer, who play the two original Boba Fett. I went and did this interview for US Weekly or Entertainment. I don't know. I just did it. And then I've been sitting signing here, and I finally was able to get away. I've been sitting signing for 2 hours. I said, I need a break. I need to take the toilet rest. And they just kept coming. I'm like, I'm going to be camping style, having a plastic bottle under my table, in a second. It's desperate.
Oh, I love this guy. Daniel Logan, man.
Around here, especially when you can't get away from your table. But here we are at Celebration 6.
This is what we get on the diary cam.
That's what you get from the Danny cam.
Thank you, Daniel.
More than welcome. Hey, come see us at Hair Universe. You know you want to rock the best Star Wars gear there are. So, if you rock the best, you are with the best. So, join us in Hair Universe.
I don't pay him.
What? I can't even fathom what has happened in this video. He's like, we're so busy. I need a bowl under the desk to go to the toilet. Then he's like, plugging her company. She says we don't pay him, and they turn to Vader. A double thumbs up Vader. What is this video log, man? This is hilarious.
Okay, we are here at the season premiere of Star Wars: The Clone Wars Season 5, getting ready to go down the red carpet here at Star Wars Celebration. And so just come along for the ride. I don't know what's going to happen, but there's a lot of people here. It's really exciting, so just come on.
Sam!
Sam Whitwer, voice of Darth Maul.
You play
Yeah, just that little orange girl. Nobody really knows her that much.
getting shy.
Thank you.
Really shy. I'm a huge
It's weird that these are just like the public videos. Like they're just kind of random. Smuggler's Gambit.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
World premiere of Kyle Newman's Smuggler's Gambit, and he got a standing ovation. Great job.
I was shocked.
What is Smuggler's Gambit? There's so much I don't know here. There's another playlist somewhere. Hang on. Let's go back into the channel. I didn't even know what was happening. Like it's interesting how official they do it nowadays. You got to admit. Oh, is this the playlist we just saw? Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, this is cool. Here we go.
When Star Wars: The Clone Wars debuted on Cartoon Network back in 2008, it became the most watched series in Cartoon Network history. Let's take a look.
Me too. I need to come over to the States. Right. Right.
Bradley Baker. Hey, man.
Hey, man, good to see
Go
you.
ahead, sit in, man. Hey, nice to see you, man. D, how are you?
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks.
This is, are you guys okay
so
with this
yummy.
couch configuration?
I think we're good.
Yeah,
There's
Matt's all the
enough
way over
space
there.
between us.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Well, you got a bobblehead, and if you want, there's a Gungan whoopee cushion in the back there. If you want to, there's
heard
a Jar Jar
about
whoopee
that.
cushion if you want to.
I heard about that.
So welcome to Star Wars Celebration. What is this experience like for you guys? What is it like? Because I feel like there was a time when voiceover actors weren't. I mean, of course, you're all over the television sets, but there was a time when voiceover actors were hidden in the shadows, and now everyone knows your faces. So how's the experience been like?
It's really fun to see fans, and it's fun to kind of come home to Star Wars, to something that I've just loved since it first came out so much.
Yeah.
And to be here as a fan, but also as part of the show, it's an absolute thrill.
Yeah. Matt, have you done voiceover work before?
This was my first venture into voiceover. Since this, I've done some more, but it's an
wow.
amazing
That's
part
really
of the
I didn't know
industry to
that.
be in, and to everybody in this side of it is just really cool, really fun, and particularly with Star Wars.
Yeah.
I think everybody who's working on it loves Star Wars. And I think that's just a common bond for all of us. And, coming to something like this with all the fans, you'd kind of mentioned, it's like, it has a family feel. It feels like you've come home to family and friends, and you all have something to just celebrate and have fun with. And it's just like a fun
Part
party.
of the Star Wars family.
How about that?
Well, especially when, it's funny because I worked with Dee a bunch on animated stuff, and you kind of go in and you're like, I got this voiceover thing, I could do this. Then you see someone like Dee work, and you're like, no, that's how you're supposed to do that.
Yeah, the guys on this show and the women are just incredible. I feel so honored to be a part of what these guys are doing. It's incredible.
Dave, how do you when you're approaching
He
Clone
is
Wars,
super
you're
handsome.
essentially
He's so
creating
handsome.
Star Wars
I say it,
canon
I'll
with
say
every
it.
episode.
Yeah.
So does that weigh on you at all, or do you try not to think about it?
I mean, I think people they don't understand quite how it works, because when you start out and you get this job and you meet George Lucas and you're going to work with him on making Star Wars, and he's laying out the groundwork, and then he says, okay, go and do it. You're almost like, I've dreamed of this moment my whole life, and now I'm actually going to tell this story. Wait, how does it start? You kind of have to go back to the basics. I think the biggest way we've been fortunate is that George has been with us every step of the way.
Yeah.
For 7 years, I've been fortunate to work with him and basically be his student in how you specifically tell the story of Star Wars and how he edits it, how he lays it out. And so anytime I've got a question and I want to say, would, Luminar do this kind of thing? He's like, nope. And that's pretty definitive. I mean, when George Lucas tells you
he's
no,
kind of the guy.
because you forget right, this guy created Chewbacca. What was I thinking?
Yeah, exactly.
This guy created Han Solo. Every now and then there'll be something that he doesn't remember. Like we were doing a cloaking device ship, and it was really small. And I was like, well, yeah, but George, no ship that small has a cloaking device.
And
he was like,
Good
just
job.
looked at me, and I was like, from like your movie, the whole thing. And
I'll show myself out.
he's like, well, this one's small and it has a cloaking device. And I'm like, we can go with that. We can totally go with that. It's fine. I'll come up. But I wrote a line for Anakin in it where he actually says, well, no ship usually that small has a cloaking device. We covered it because I know the fans and I know how they'll react to stuff. So it's kind of a way you can get out in front of it.
Yeah.
And make it in universe and still cohesive.
But George is basically a living, walking around character Bible.
Right. And he just invents them like that too. He's got probably one of the coolest moments for us when we're writing the show is he has a binder. He's like this green, literally like an old style trapper keeper.
Yeah.
And in it, it has like his name written in the front of it, just like you would write in school. But this is the original binder that he notated the Star Wars. And in it are all of his handwritten notes that go back to like 1976, 75. And you see these names written down, and you see like Tatooine written down, and
oh my gosh,
Macy Windu's in there, like all these different character names and stuff. And he'll open up and be like, well, we need a character name. And he'll go through, and he has like a whole bunch of pages of planets and a whole bunch of pages of names. And so he's still sourcing from a lot of original material for what we do in Clone Wars, the same way he did in the prequels, the same way he did original trilogy. He pulls out, old style Ralph McQuarrie, Joe Johnston, John Mullo designs, and we put them in the show. And that, again, he's such a a key cohesive part of what makes this, I think, feel more like Star Wars. Because we never set out to make it like our version of it.
Right.
We're like, George, you just want to continue what you were doing and try to make it great. So.
And do you still sense the enthusiasm from him?
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, I'll tell you something nobody knew. Yesterday, I was literally walking in front of the convention, and my phone rings, and I pick it up, and it's George. And I'm standing there like surrounded by Star Wars fans, and he's like, "Hey, I got some notes for you on an episode." I'm like, "Really?
Let me put you on
Wow.
speakerphone."
This is like, you know where I am. Yep. How's it going down there? I'm like, "Oh, it's going great. Everyone's having a great time. People seem to know shit." It's like, "Oh, great." Well, so in this scene, and he starts going, I'm like scribbling notes. I'm out on the grass.
Oh, that's
with a scrap of paper taking notes with people waiting to talk to me. And I'm like holding the phone. I'm like, yep.
So, your life at this point, you ever have those moments where you go, all right, I was in a horrible accident and I'm in a coma right now, and this isn't real.
It's very strange. But, you know, I guess my point is just he's so enthusiastic. He just loves watching the show, and he's always a part of it. Basically, every Wednesday or Tuesday, he's in to watch another color episode. And it's just like sitting down and, all right, George, here's your latest episode. Let's watch it.
D, the fun thing about working with D is that he's better than most like computer simulations, because like not only do you do a ton of voices, but you do a ton of sound effects as well. So is a show like this extra gratifying because of the breadth of vocal work?
Yeah, I mean, this is a really aside from just being part of this sort of mythology of this thing that I've loved since I was a kid. Just as a voice actor, to do something that is so straight ahead is very unusual for me, because the stuff that I would normally do, that I was normally known for, was animals and comedic and broad characterizations. Whereas doing these guys, the clones, is as straight down the line as you can get for an acting job. And so that is actually really interesting and really challenging. And then to add the different layers to try to keep them distinct from each other. I don't get to do that kind of stuff.
Matt, how did you branch out to play a young, handsome, strong male character?
I mean, totally off type. I mean, when he walked in, we're like, all right, we'll let him try it.
Well, at least we can draw the character. We can CG the character.
You know, it was just it was an everyday audition for me. That's how it started for me. I walked in there, and Dave was there, and some other scary people, and I walked in there, and his note was, it was very secretive. Of course, they weren't going to say we're casting Anakin Skywalker, so they said it was a Deke Starkiller was the name, and I tried to look up all the stuff. I couldn't find anything. I was like,
looking for that name online.
I had no idea, so I'm like, trying to Google it, trying to get like one up on everyone else, and I couldn't. So I had no idea what I was going to do walking in there. But then he gave the note to do a little, just your best of Han plus Luke and see what happens. And I remember it was a scene with R2, which kind of allowed to play the Anakin R2 camaraderie. That's a big part of the character, I think. And I just did it, and then I got the call, I don't know, a day or so later. And
so I think the big question before we let you guys go is, when does the next season premiere?
Do we know that?
I actually know.
You know it?
It's September 29th.
Thank you. So you're asking me, we look at each other. We're so busy making the thing. I don't even know.
I wanted to tell you something. Your show premieres.
Is that when it premieres? That's fantastic. I can't wait to see it. I see it all the time.
Yeah, it's constantly premiering for you, because you're seeing rough cuts.
Oh man, you don't
we're
even
so
know.
far ahead, and you are always working on like 6 or 8 episodes at one time.
Yeah,
so
what the premiere has been there. I've seen it. It's good. It's really good. I'm really excited about it for you guys to see it. I always have to remember that the fans haven't seen it, and I can go, because we're so far ahead. Like, my PR people are like, oh, what's he doing? But no, it's fantastic. You're gonna love it. It's fantastic.
Because you guys, another fun thing about voiceover is that it takes so long from recording to when the show actually airs.
That's not fun. That's like torture.
But then you get to watch like a fan, because you probably forget most of the stuff that you're like, oh, that's right.
Absolutely, that's true.
But then you also see the fullness of how it's realized too, which is, that can often be very different from how it was recorded.
Yeah.
Or re-recorded without you being told anything about it.
Oh, you know.
We special editions and whatnot. So it's all good.
But I think that's where, an animated series really, when it can take like what you guys do, which is take vocal performances and then raise them up a level by finding visual things that that actors didn't didn't intend in their heads, and then all of a sudden you guys find all those magical moments.
Yeah, the animation's really gotten really good, especially this season. So anytime these guys, even like the smallest breath, the smallest little intonation that they do, we've rigged the characters now to capture it, and it's going to show. You know, what they're going to see in the premiere, the people get to watch it tonight at Celebration here. Sam Witwer's performance as Maul is just, I mean, he's talk about crazy level fan. He brings it every time he's playing that guy because he knows how much people like the character and how controversial it is to bring him back. So they're in for a treat when they get to see it.
So obviously the fans are very involved. So if there's a way, is there a way that fans of Clone Wars can keep up with what's going on all season?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll be blogging on StarWars.com throughout the season, hopefully after every episode, depending on how busy my schedule is.
Sure.
But yeah, I like to give everybody a kind of behind the scenes look, a more in-depth look at what went into every episode and the characters. So StarWars.com, my blog, check it out.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Dave Filoni, D. Bradley Baker.
So cool. That was like I've never seen anything from this before. That was a really cool little chat there. And yeah, they're all so young, hey, but it's always great to hear like Dave talking about, you know, his connection to George, how they went about creating together for so long. Like it really was a long time that they were working together. And I think someone mentioned it in the chat of it's so cool now, knowing now that they still have that rapport and sort of communication, which is really cool. Yeah, that might be a you internet DB thing. Why am I talking like Yoda? That might be your internet thing, DB. It should be all good now. But let's continue it on. There's so many interesting clips here.
When
transmission cosplay. Let's check out some cosplays.
Star Wars Celebration has so many amazing costumes. There's so much creativity and there's so many talented cosplayers. So I'm gonna hit the con floor to see what cool costumes we can find. Let's go. We're here with Ladies of the Clone Wars. Hi, so tell us a little bit about your costumes.
Wow. That was season 5.
They're really
Michael.
hard to make. It took us 3 months to make both of these. To be just part of it and get into character, it's just, I've always loved dressing up, so it's just so fun.
Now this?
Yes! When mom and dad, when you ask your parents for McDonald's on the way home, they said, no, we have food at home.
It's a serious commitment.
Yes.
Are you in
Wow!
any pain?
Whoa! You're kidding.
Commitment.
Let's take a look at those bad boys. Look at those. What on earth? That's insane. Oh, man. Unbelievable.
You in any pain?
Probably more than you think.
Head to toe.
That's it. That's all we talked about. Those guys slaved on that outfit, and the one question they get is, "Are you in pain?" More than you would think, dude.
You are just in full cosplay mode.
Oh yeah, you should see our hotel room. It's covered in airbrush and leather
What are
and Velcro and all kinds of things.
I have found a stunning Mara Jade. Can I ask you?
The way
is
that
your
everyone's
real
obsessed
hair?
with Mara Jade.
No, it's a wig.
No way. What is it about cosplaying that you're enjoying?
Getting to be someone else.
Brother! These are getting wilder and wilder by the second. Dude. Wow. Palpatine, man. That's crazy. Look at that face, man. Look at that face. Hey, Jalen, how you doing? Yes, I've been to Celebration 2022 in Anaheim. That was my first and only celebration. Check out that Palpatine. That's insane, man.
Getting to be someone else for a day.
I just love being able to get into the character.
These questions and answers are so good.
Stormtrooper.
Bro, oh, I can't. I actually can't watch this. I can't. My brain cannot. The longer I'm looking at this image, the more I'm not understanding. The longer I'm looking, the more insane this photo gets. What is happening? Oh. So good. Oh man, this is like what nightmares are made of.
Muppets. Ah! What is it about cosplaying that you love so much?
We get to go to a galaxy far, far away and leave this world behind.
It's a hobby that we have, that we build all of our costumes, and yeah, it's like something we love to do in our spare time. As a teenager, started off a version
That's
of this costume
cool.
back then.
That's pretty
and,
sick.
I've just been working on it off and on ever since.
I chose it because of the difficulty to make it.
I just love the reaction of the.
I don't know how much more I can physically withstand. Wow.
The crowds, and I like working on the stuff and painting it and building it and everything.
Basically, you get to be goofy and not be yourself.
There is something really adorable about seeing
That's
a
always
baby
so
Wookiee.
cute. I love that.
It is really cute.
Are you Cad Bane or are you Kid Bane?
Dude! Why is he staring into our souls? This kid grew up to be a psychopath. Oh my word.
Cad Bane.
Cad.
Holy hell, man.
Adorable about seeing a baby Wookiee.
I know. It is really cute.
Are you Cad Bane or are you Kid Bane?
Cad Bane.
Cad Bane. Glad we got that straight. Chewie, I am so glad that you are here. How are you enjoying Celebration so far? Oh, I'm glad to hear. We are here with the sweetest little Princess Leia. You look gorgeous.
Thank you.
So, did you make this costume yourself?
Yes, I did.
The entire thing?
Everything's handmade with the exception of the lifts or the stilts that I'm on now. So I don't actually stand a full 7'9". It's a little bit of magic.
So many incredible costumes at Star Wars Celebration 6.
What are
I
these?
can't wait to see what people come up with next.
What are these? What? What's this got to do with anything? What was the boxes for? What? Oh, but it's the greatest part of Celebration. Just the insanity of it all. That was unreal. No way, did you? You met that guy in Japan? What? How? How? Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable. But yeah, again, it's the wonderful thing about Celebration. All these crazy, crazy things coming together. I think there is more, but I can't. I don't know where they all live. But this, I've learned so much. I've learned so much. The interview with George was super cool. The interview with the Clone Wars cast is super cool. Things you're looking for, I meant, right? Right? Oh, that's so crazy. That is so niche, man. How did you? That's insane. That's insane. But we're gonna be chasing all these celebration videos for the next few weeks. I think what's today? It's Tuesday for me. Probably every Monday night. I think for the next few weeks leading up to our hype and excitement for Celebration Japan. Like I said at the start, which I'm super excited for. It's coming up so quick. I'm working hard on just trying to figure out what is the best way to cover everything. What is the best way to do the live streams, vlogs, and just cover everything. It's so exciting. It's so exciting. But yeah, hopefully I'm going to try and find as much content per celebration leading up to this one. which is going to be super exciting. So get ready for a big, like, just celebration-y next few weeks and months. Even with the Sith side this coming Thursday for me, Wednesday night for you guys. This coming Sith side, we're going to be delving into me and Tony and I's recollection and memories and top moments from Star Wars Celebration Anaheim, which is the one the one that we were both there for. So that's going to be really exciting. It's going to be insane. It's going to be insane. But again, all sort of posting everything. Make sure you're letting me know what you're really keen to see from my content covering Celebration. At the moment, I'm hoping to do live shows on the Star Wars Celebration floor, because obviously we do those here in Australia, doing, Oz Comic Con and those kinds of things, and those are always really crazy and fun. But I would love to do them at Celebration. I think it's just going to be just off the charts. Hopefully doing that every day. So hopefully live streams from the floor every day, and also hopefully the filming around the panels is super strict, but hopefully I can do some after panel reactions and things like that. But yeah, I'm always open to it. Make sure you drop it in the chat what you're really excited to see. I appreciate it. The Muppet Troopers were unreal, weren't they? Unreal. Got a MegaCon. One day I'll cosplay, but I have no idea what to dress up as. Which just choose your favorite character. But yes, MegaCon is going to be massive. So you're going to meet up with Tony? So cool. So cool. I hope you have a good time there. It should be insane. But for now, we're going to end it there. We're going to wrap it up there real soon in a second. Thank you so much for everyone joining along in the live show today. I appreciate it. A whole bunch of you in the chat having a great time. Theory's going to be there too. That's true. I think you said that too. Hey, so cool. So cool. But I'm just so excited to talk about Celebration nonstop. It's such a good time. So many things happen from it. It's amazing. It's unreal. I'm so excited. What else did I need to mention? Because the chat with Tony on Thursday is going to be super fun. You won't want to miss that one. It's going to be cool. Telling our secrets from Anaheim. Hey, Legend, how you doing? But make sure you're tuning into the channel. I'll be doing some extra live streams throughout the next couple of weeks as well, because we don't really have too much Star Wars content coming out. Skeleton Crew's finished. We'll have an Andor trailer eventually, but we're going to be just doing some fun streams here and there while we lead up to Celebration. But for now, thanks so much for tuning in today, gang. I appreciate you all. Make sure you're checking out all my other content drop-in, and I'll catch you in the next live stream real soon. But for now, thank you so much. And as you go out there in the world, make sure you're always choosing the race side.